All right, guys, let's talk about actually getting set up to sew. The large directions on the chalkboard are going to walk you through this process. So step one is when you first come in, you take off the cover, store it in your desk. Make sure that your thread take-up lever is up. That's number 2, okay? From there, you thread your machine. After your machine is threaded, then you're ready for step 3. So step 3, because you're going to start with paper, is you place your material, or in this case paper, underneath the presser foot with the majority, which means all the extra going to the left. Okay? When you're starting on the paper, you're going to start at the end of a line because the machine is going to pull the paper or the fabric through the machine like that. Okay? So I'm going to put my paper in and I'm going to line my needle up so it's right above the start of my line. Then, step 4, lower the presser foot. Remember not to thunk it down. Step 5 is you lower the needle by turning the hand wheel towards you. So you see the needle's coming down and it's going to just touch the paper. Okay? Once that is the case, then you're ready to plug in. So step 7 is to place your pedal on the floor by your right foot. Okay? Plug that into the machine. Step 7 is we're going to turn the machine on. So I plug my machine in. Make sure before you plug it into the wall that it is off. Check the machine for off. Alright, once the machine is plugged in and you know it's off, also check your speed control. You are starting with it all the way to the left. All the way to the left. You will regret it otherwise. Then you can turn your machine on. That's step 7. Okay? Step 8 means we're starting. Here's what that means. Okay? We're doing our 4 stitches. Your screen will say 0, 1. You set your hands up with your left hand on the left side of your paper. Your right hand always stays in front of the presser foot. Never should your hands go behind the needle. Okay? Always where you can see them. Okay? So I'm going to do 4 stitches, and the way I do that is I just put my foot on the presser foot and I'm going to watch my needle go up and down 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take my foot off. Okay? After that, now I need to reverse. So I'm going to press this U-turn button. I'm going to hold it, and now I'm going to do 4 stitches back. 1, 2, 3, 4. The feed dogs are moving the paper for me. I am not pushing or pulling, and I'm not holding it down so hard that it can't move either. All my hands do is guide it straight. Okay? On the paper, you have a nice line. You want to make sure that line's going right between the skis on the presser foot. All right? Step 9 is sew the distance instructed. So that means the length of this line. So now I'm going to sew down the line. The reason we practice with the lines is it's really nice to get used to going straight. When you have that straight line to follow, it's a lot easier to stay focused. When you're sewing on your fabric, you're going to use your pins and you'll use the lines here on your needle plate as a guide. But when we're sewing on the paper, we use the lines on the paper. So I'm coming to the end of my line. That's the distance instructed. So now I'm done, but not really. So step 9 is sew the distance instructed. Step 10 is repeat step 8, which is back stitching. So I've already done my 4 forward stitches. Now I'm going to go backwards for 4. So I press the reverse button and I go backwards for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take my foot off the pedal. Sometimes it does some extra stitches. That is fine. Okay? So, once that is done, step 11, turn the hand wheel towards you because you want to make sure your take-up lever is up. It should automatically stop that way, but always check. Your needle wants to be up. Then 12 is I lift the presser foot. 11 is pull the material out to the left, okay? And then you cut your threads with a long tail, meaning 6 to 8 inches. Okay, you see my nice long threads. Okay, when I'm done, I turn the machine off. Anytime you step away from the machine, you turn it off. Anytime you are not there watching your machine, you need to step away. So, if you look here, you see how this line is darker. I used black thread and I sewed right down it. I have some extra. We always trim our extra threads, otherwise it's sloppy looking. You'll trim your extra threads on your pillow as well. Okay. So this one, the extra threads got pulled under the machine. Okay. But it doesn't affect the sewing. Okay. And you see on the back, I have a nice straight line. There's a few loose threads stuck in there, but I have a nice straight line. This is what you're going for. Okay. You need to do at least 3 that you are confident and they look nice.